Hi, welcome to Tech Time. So we've been looking at using different Google apps to help with all sorts of different program needs. We looked at Google Docs to do word processing. We looked at Google Sheets to do spreadsheet work. And today we're going to be looking at Google Slides. And this will help you create your own presentations. And again, just like all the other Google programs, it's free, available online anytime. So today, let's enjoy some Google Slides on Tech Time. So just like the other Google programs that we've worked with, all you need to do is sign into your Gmail account. Once you're there, look for the apps in the corner. And then we go to Drive. Once Drive is open, we can click on the new button in the upper left-hand corner. And there's Docs, Sheets, again, which we have gone over before. And today we're looking at Slides. So when you open up Slides, you'll get this starting screen. There's one slide already there waiting to go. You'll have a preview area on the left-hand side, which allows you to manage your presentation as you go. So we only have one slide, that's why we only see the one slide here. And as we start to build our presentation, we'll be able to add more slides to this. Before we get into some of the details of options, let's look at the main screen. So besides our preview screen, here in the center we do have our workspace, which allows us to add anything that we need to. Text, visuals, whatever it is that is going to make our presentation more appealing or complete the task that we're looking to do. Now on the right hand side is a special menu that pops up. Since we just opened this up, it's going to be a theme menu, which allows us to choose a particular theme for our presentation. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of choices for theme, but there are some nice ones here that you can kind of scroll through and take a look. Themes are actually very nice because they give you a professional looking slideshow without having to go through and do a lot of work like adjusting the background or adjusting the typeface or anything like that. It comes pre-organized for you already, so all you gotta do is click on the one that you like and then it applies it to your entire presentation. So quick, easy way to make a professional looking presentation. I'm not going to use any of these for the time being. You can always add these on at the end. Sometimes it's a good idea to put them at the beginning. That way you can see what your slide's going to look like and you can organize it accordingly. Sometimes when you choose a theme after you've built your slideshow, you'll find that you're going to have to adjust like where the words are or where the pictures are, because it might be covered up or covering something in the theme. So just be aware of that. Like the other Google things that we have worked with, it does autosave. We can retitle our presentation up here and call it whatever we want, but it will automatically save any changes that we make as we go. We also still have the share button, which is in the right hand corner and allows us to share this with other people. They can be shared so that somebody can assist you, like work together to create the presentation. You can share it with somebody so they can just look at it, give feedback. So you have a lot of control over what happens with this document and who can do what with it. Something new that we're seeing here in the upper right hand corner is the present button. This is a nice little handy feature because it allows you to give your presentation right here in the browser directly from your slideshow. Just like you would in Microsoft PowerPoint, you have the same option to present here. So really nice feature. It will open up a presenter window and then allow you to flip through your slides. We'll take a closer look at that after we have a few slides to play with. So what do we do with a presentation? Why have slides? What is the purpose of this? You can do many different things with this program. If you're trying to present something to like a group of people for a class or work related, you can just create a presentation that you can then share and show to other people. But if maybe you want to do something else, there are other options. You can use this program to actually create flyers and other visual types of documents. So it doesn't have to just be for giving a presentation or showing slides, but it can be. So it's completely up to you. Let's look at some of the tools that we have available to help us with this. So we have some quick options here. These are some nice quick tools just to help us with things. One thing that we can do is add new slides or change the layout of the slide. Clicking the plus sign will just simply add a new slide, a new logical slide. See, what we're seeing on the screen right now is a title slide. The next slide, if we were to click on the add button, would just be your basic slide. You can also choose from these different layouts, which allows you to organize your presentation in different ways. So maybe you want to show a title in the middle, or maybe you want the title information on top on every slide, or maybe you just want a blank slide. You have all these different options. Of course, you have your undo redo button, your print button, and we've talked previously about the print button, but again, depends on what browser you're using and whether or not it'll give you a straight print directly from this to the printer. If you're using Firefox, you will more than likely have to download it versus a PDF and then print. If you're using Chrome, you're more likely able to just go straight to the printer. And you can zoom in and get tighter in on the slides if you want to. Of course, you select, add text box, insert images, standard things that you would add to your slideshow. You can change the background color, the layout, the theme, which we've talked about here, and you can also add transitions to your slideshow, which will give it more of a, I guess, glitzy look if you want to spice it up a little bit. In addition to the quick tools that we have here, we also have our menu items, and the file menu looks exactly the same as it would in any of the other programs that we have looked at. So Google Docs, Google Sheets, it's all the same for the file menu. Editing has your standard undo, redo, cut, copy, and paste features, find and replace. View is a little different. So there's our present again, which again also is at the top right hand corner. You can view your slideshow as grids so that you can organize things, make sure everything's lined up properly. The ruler, which is right here to help you again also measure out and put things in the proper place wherever you want them to be. Speaker's notes is something we haven't talked about, but when you're doing a slideshow, sometimes you might want to leave yourself little notes, things that you should talk about. These are things that won't appear on the screen for the others, but it'll be there for you as you are given the presentation. So feel free to add yourself little notes, things that you need to discuss. Insert has a lot of those insert things that we were just looking at, so your image and text box, but it will also allow you to include audio and video. Audio can be good if you want to add sound bites or music to your presentation, which can really help if you're trying to give some sort of lesson or something. The music really makes it a little bit more interesting. Video clips are helpful if you're given like teaching something and then you want to add a video to supplement that. Of course, you can add shapes and tables and charts and diagrams, all the fun things that you have available. Formatting allows you to change the actual formatting. It's all grayed out right now because we haven't selected a text box. Once you do, then all those will light up and you can change any of the formatting. Okay, slide allows you to add a new slide, which we've seen that in a few places. You can duplicate a slide if you want to just do the same thing but a little bit different. Delete slides, skip slides. Okay, you can arrange the order of your slideshow and presentation. You can rotate or flip things, group things together. So that's all included in your arrange menu. And then your extra tools are the same as any other programs. Your spell check, dictionary, things of that nature. So let's go ahead and create a little mini presentation here so we can just get a feel for it. As I mentioned, we are on the first slide, which is the title slide. So let's just type in our name and add that as a title. You can add a subtitle if you want. I'm just going to type the word presentation. There. So we've completed our title slide. Now we need to move on to the next slide. I'm going to make use of the quick add button here because it's here and it's easy to get to. So I'm just going to click there and it's going to use the next logical slide, which is have the title on top and the content on bottom. Typically, if you're giving a presentation, that's a good way to go. If you're just trying to do like a slideshow with pictures, then blank slides would probably be better. But for our purpose today, we're going to go with this one. So since the title of this presentation is my name, I'm going to continue putting my name there for the title. Now in the content area, we can put anything we want. So if it's words, if it's a presentation topic that we're discussing, we can put that in. Typically people like to use bullets or numbers to organize information in the slideshow. So I'm just going to type in something like hello. This is my presentation. We are learning to use slides. Okay, good enough for right now. Let's go ahead and add in another slide. So maybe this time I want to continue with the title, but instead of adding words, maybe I want to add a picture. So I'm going to go to Insert, choose Image, and the choices I get are to upload from the computer, which means I have the picture already on my device, and I want to move it from my device here into my presentation. I can also go into Drive, so if you have photos saved in your Google Drive, it will open that up and allow you to choose one of those to put in. You can also use the URL if there's a picture you found online that you want to use. You can copy the URL, use that to bring the picture into your document. The final option you have, of course, is the camera. So if you wanted to say, like, put in a picture of yourself, you can use the camera to do that. You also, I didn't mention this, but you can search the web using Google and find images. So we're going to use this option. And you'll see that on the far right hand side, this opened up. It's a search box. So it's summertime. Let's search for summer pictures. I'm just going to type in summer, see what comes up. Got some nice looking summer pictures here. I'm going to go with this one. So you choose whatever pictures that you want. Once you have chosen, you click on Insert, and it will insert that picture into the middle of your slide. Notice that this is on its own box. My text box technically is still in the background. I can leave it there. It's not going to show up. You can see on the preview that it's not showing there. But But if it's something I don't plan to use, the best thing to do is just get rid of it. So I'm going to click on it, see how it is blue and lit up. If I just press delete on my keyboard, it's gone. So the text box is gone, all that's left is my title and my picture. My picture can be adjusted. I can click on any one of these little tiny squares and shrink it down, make it smaller, bigger, or whatever suits my needs at the time. One other thing to make note of is that you do have a few picture image options here that you can use. So for example, let's say I want to format my picture a little bit. So I can change the size, its position, I can recolor it, make some adjustments, do a drop shadow, or add reflection to it. So I don't have a ton of things that I can do, but there are a few. And it will help make the image more interesting if it's something that I need. This particular image I chose is pretty good, so there's not really a whole lot I need to do to it. So I have 3 slides. Let's go ahead and take a look at what these 3 slides look like as a presentation. So I'm going to click on the Start Presentation button. You'll see that it opens up a brand new window, and it does give me some presenter options down here. I'm going to advance this either by clicking using the arrows on my keyboard or the spacebar. Since I'm on the last slide, I'm going to have to go to the beginning. So here's the start. I'm going to click the arrow, moves to the next slide, spacebar, moves to the next slide, click, and we're done. Once you're done, you just close, and you're back to your editing screen. So pretty simple to start building yourself a slideshow. If I decide I want to adjust the order of things here, I can do that. That's the whole purpose of having this preview section. So let's say, for instance, I thought, man, this picture is so great, it should probably come before the words. So all I'm going to do is click, drag, and move it. And now it's the second slide. And notice this orange bar. Wherever I click that orange bar is where it's going to insert the next slide. So if I want to insert a new slide in between these two, I can put the orange bar there, click the plus sign, and it's going to add my new slide in between. If I want to delete something, I just click on the one I want to delete. Again, notice how it is highlighted in orange. Press delete on my keyboard, and now it's gone. You have the same kind of options by right-clicking anywhere on the slides. You of course get your cut, copy, paste functions first. Your new slide, duplicate slide, background, layout. You can add comments, transitions. So you do have some options here. Again, delete is one of the things that you can do. Well, this is it for your basic look at Google Slides. Best thing I can offer to you now is to open it up, give it a shot, play around with it, see what kinds of things you can create, what kinds of things you can do. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us here at the library, and we'll be happy to assist you. And just keep an eye out for more of our Tech Time online classes, as well as all the other programs that we're offering online. So enjoy and take care.